We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about how to choose a market to send blind offers. Oh my God, both of you.
Haven't we talked
How
about
many
this before?
times can you talk about the same topic in 5 years of a daily show? Well, it turns out I agree with you.
Yep. But it comes up.
That's why
It still comes up.
we're responding
People
to demand.
are like, wait, okay, can we run through that again?
Yeah.
Has anything changed? What am I missing?
And you know what?
How
Turns
do I
out
do this?
some stuff has changed.
How do I know I got a good one? We can help.
Technology has changed. There's a lot of new available tools out there. And we'll talk all about it. What hasn't changed is there's no easy button, which is why there's a few of us getting crazy wealthy at this. And then the rest of the people don't even know about Land Academy in the world. That's why you're listening. Today's topic, how to choose a market to send blind offers. This is the meat of the show. So you're staring at a map of the United States, looking at all that real estate, 150 million pieces of real estate. And you know, in the back of your head, in the front of your head, if you listen to our show a lot, that a very predictable percentage in number of people, when they get your offer, they're going to sign it and send it back.
And you know, right here, just kidding.
If you're mailing rural vacant land, it's probably about, for every 1,000 offers, you're going to get a deal out of it, ish. 1,000 to maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on how experienced you are. So where do you send it? Well, it used to be in all the education that we talk about, we say, look, there's an art component to this and sort of an engineering component or a math component. And, you know, depending on who you are and how you do things, they're mixed in together. Well, more and more, the art component's going away. You can really look at data, look at who's buying what, who's clicking through, and looking at things on certain websites where there's properties posted. And you know, your job is to really take a hard look at what's possible from a data perspective to choose sending out offers. Here's a kind of a checklist that I go down mentally. Number one, I've got 8 counties, let's say, that I'm looking at in a state. Hopefully they're close to you and you know a little bit about it and you can have a little bit of passion about it, because that's what really fuels this, especially in land, not so much houses for me. Like, man, if you're brand new, I spent my summers up there with my family when I was young, or some version of that. Number one. So that's number one. Number two, now, okay, great. There's 8 counties up there. What you want to do is really pit those counties and zip codes against each other to see which one wins from a data standpoint. And here's some factors. How many people are looking at property that's already posted up there by other sellers on the internet? Well, that's great, Steve. Where do I get that data? That's for you to figure out. It's constantly changing. There's tons of places you can go to find click-through data for existing property out there. You know, Realtor.com, Redfin. Redfin allows you to download the property to a certain extent. So now you've got theoretically data on 8 counties or zip codes, and you look at who's looking at the property the most. And I can guarantee you the people that are looking at the property the most on the internet are the same people who are buying it. So you need to look at completed sales if you can get it. Of course you can get it. Okay, so good. I've got these 8 counties. These 2 look like the most. There's more completed sales here. There's more click-throughs here. I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting warmer. Can I get the data? Can I even get the data on RealQuest, Title Pro, or DataTree? And sometimes the answer is no. And that is an easy button. You can find out really quickly if the data is available. Next item. I lost number count. Doesn't matter. Next item. Is the county itself available to help me? Do they have maps? Does it take them a year to record a deed? Or 10 minutes to record a deed? Or can I even do it online? Some rural ones, it takes 13 seconds. Jill has a mental list of, the more urban the county is, they're usually in tune with electronic recording. Mm-hmm. Can I do a terms contract if that's what you're into? Some states don't allow that. So this universe of 150 million, there's 150 million pieces of property, APNs-ish, in this country. There's 50 states. There's about 3,444 counties, and there's about 26,000 zip codes. Why do I bring these numbers up? Because this is a finite data set. It looks infinite. You watch these shows on TV, HGTV, and it's all these variables and all this stuff. It's not. It's not. You're here because hopefully you're a data person, or you're a partners with a data person. You're a salesperson and partners with the data person. So take a look at this finite data set and make choices about where to send mail and what you want to get out of it. Look at a typical transaction that you're after. If you are right now, we're buy for 25 or 30, sell for 80 or 90. That's just kind of the cycle of the career path that Jill and I have chosen. Not so long ago, it was buy for 1,000, sell for 4,000. And we've recently done deals for buy for 50, sell for 250. And we're doing multi-million-dollar deals now too. So those deals, if those deals are too big for your comfort zone, then don't go to the counties where that's likely. Go to a county where there's a lot of for sale property for 40 or 50,000 bucks. You know, you can buy it for, 20 or 30 or whatever the numbers are.
That's a good point, because I've seen people do that. They try to go to counties that pass all the things that you just talked about, but they're going for properties that they can afford, and it's a mess in that county. It doesn't make sense. So you need to go for what is what am I trying to say, in demand for that area at the price that it's at. And the only thing that can I jump in here? Okay,
yes.
good. All right. This is hard for some.
I know.
It's very
That's why I wanted to do a show on it.
So and I am too. And that's why I'm happy to talk about it. Some people it's really hard, but if you just start with something, I like what you said, pick something you're passionate about. That's an easy one. And that gives you an idea like, oh yeah, I know that's an easy drive for these people. I know people like me, where I used to live, still love this area. It's a dreamy little whatever. And I keep hearing rumors that, more people are wanting to live in that area now because of, the situation. They don't have to commute anymore. I'm going to look at that area. So that all makes sense. And I love too that you touched on, this is a huge thing I see people getting hung up on, is the due diligence part. They pick this county, they do all this stuff, and they don't bother to check like, oh man, it's not in Neighbor Scoop. When they don't realize until the offers are coming back that they can't find the property. It's not supported here. Good luck getting the county on the phone. Like, shucks. And they're like, I need to move on because now it's too hard. So that's a good point too. And my only last point I was going to share was, a lot of people go, okay, this is great. We hear you guys. I want to test an area. I think I got it. And where I hear and see them failing is testing with numbers that are too small. You cannot really test an area with 200 offers. So
that's absolutely
would you
right.
touch on that, please?
Yeah, you should never, especially if you're new at this, and I mean never, send out an offer campaign that's less than 1,500 units just to test it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm going to send out 200 offers. I really, really don't recommend that at all. Here's the problem. There's always somebody who has a fantastic experience like that, and they splatter it all over landinvestors.com and everywhere else. And so you think, oh, I mean, Jill and I literally had a person in our live event who sent out 3 offers and did a real estate deal and made 80 grand.
She bought like 2 properties off 3 letters.
So I'm telling you, that's just like walking into a casino, pulling the slot machine handle and winning the first time and walking out.
Right.
That's the worst thing that can happen because you didn't develop a system. You just got totally lucky. And then you expect some kind of crazy stuff like that to happen for the rest of your career. And you're going to be very disappointed.
Right.
Trust us on this, right? 1,500 units is going to get you a deal and you're going to make some money. And then you're going to want to do it again. And then you want to say, well, if I send out 3,000, I can get 2 deals like that. Mm-hmm. And then on and on and on. That's how you build a career in this. So, and the other thing that I failed to mention is you really, really need to check in a county or a zip code, how many properties are listed? Yeah. If there's an exorbitant number of properties listed against how many properties are actually in that county or zip code as a percentage, that's a big concern. If there are more than 1% of the property if there's a universe of 10,000 properties in a jurisdiction, let's say it's a county or zip code, land. And if it's for houses, then it's houses, like kind property. And let's say there's 1,000 for sale. That's 10% of the universe of that area is for sale. Something's wrong.
Move on.
It's very, very wrong.
You don't
want
wanna
it to be
compete with
100.
that.
You want it to be not 1,000, 100. So if there's 10,000, you want it 1%. And you want them to be cycling through. This is what House Academy itself, the whole education process is all about. Looking at these statistics and saying there's no real demand or there's a huge demand in zip code X against zip code Y.
Right.
I can't lose.
Excellent. Need to send out a few thousand offers to property owners like us? Check out offers and the number 2owners.com. So it's offers2owners.com. No setup fees, free mail merge, exceptional service, and now including just released for everyone, concierge data and pricing. It's awesome. Give Offers to Owners a call today.
We're Stephen Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.